Cybercrime is in many ways can be compared to crime in the offline world. There is loads of crime also in the offline world. We have burglaries, rapes, robberies, killings, gang wars, whatever. But what we tend to find is a balance here that is acceptable for the society. We know we cannot have a crime-free society, so we've created a balance. And I think right now we have to do the same in cyberspace, and I think we can. But sometimes the discussion pollutes because everything should be free, anonymity should be great in the internet. And I don't think that you can have a internet where you don't have a responsibility. You cannot post racist things. You cannot post illegal things. You cannot threaten people. You cannot steal their money. We need to do something about this. And we also need to empower the police to do something about that. And this, I think, is one of the balances that we need to strike in a society where we discuss openness and transparency and anonymity and then security. But of course, first of all, it's trust. And the law enforcement cannot do this alone. Industry cannot do this alone. Legislators, we have to do this together. But for doing this in a nice and efficient way, you need trust. And that's something you cannot make a legislation of trust, so you have to build trust. And I think this was one of the key responsibilities of all of us to try to have more trust and faith. Secondly, I think that everybody realizes that this is not a problem for the EU or for one single member state, but it has to be dealt with more countries. And the European Cybercrime Centre is a regional, response to a global problem. So we need to reach out outside our nose tip to Russia, to China, to Africa, where we see emerging trends also in cybercrime affecting us. I think that there is so much unknown for law enforcement, for the member states, for industry, that we still need so much work. We've started a bit late, I would say. But the internet and the development of the internet is not late. It's already up and running, and we ain't seen nothing yet. There will be loads of new services, and we need to be also trying to close the gap between what the criminals does and we does. We create an understanding that we cannot solve this problem alone, that we need to share and also to exchange information, first of all. Secondly, I hope that the politicians will empower the police to do their job, that they strike the right balance. I don't want to live in a big brother society, but I realize that there must be some kind of control if you want to prevent crime. It's just to find the right balance. And this we should do in the short term. And we don't have so much time. Actually, we cannot, do like in the normal days, try to discuss this for 20 years. We have to find a solution in a very short term. Otherwise, the development will run with us and not us with the development.